What's up, guys? Iceman here. So in this video we're going to talk about HELLSLAYER. Now this axe is from Diablo 1, as many of you might know. Now it's not the most godly axe in Diablo. Of course you can make a Breath of the Dying or a Death rune word. But it is pretty fucking toad. So that's the point of this video, alright? Now some of my homies and I have been talking about making some freaking GG style pointish unique items. We just gonna slam that shit and we just gonna put a bunch of ohm runes in that shit. I've been taking some handouts, aight, but I haven't been using them. Alright? It's true. I have a mule that I've been taking handouts on, but I'm just using the stuff for fuck around builds that I can make videos with, alright? And I did trade for this HELLSLAYER, I think, for like an OOC. Yeah, but I'm going to slam it in just a minute. But last video, I tried Grandfather. Now, Grandfather seems to be more epic, right? You get a little bit more max damage with HELLSLAYER. I mean, they're kind of comparable. Both of these, of course, could be slammed. And they could each get 6 sockets. Now, I have the Breath of the Dying, and I worked my ass off for this. So here she is, and that's, of course, more optimal than these other devices. But nonetheless, HELLSLAYER is a class suck, alright? It's a class suck item. So if you want your character to use a classic item, and if you want to get style points, then try something like that. But this is hell mode. Holy shit. He's actually doing quite alright. I don't think my Merc hasn't even cast. The fuck? He's beating the shit out of these enemies. Are you serious? Holy shit. So there's nothing in this HELLSLAYER. Now I'm going to get an ethereal one, is my intention, so I can make a video on it. The ethereal one had like 950 max damage. Now this is beside the point of the video, but I noticed I got a lot of positive reception for this proposal in my last video. So I'd prefer if you guys, let me know your thoughts on it. But check this out. I think for Path of Diablo, for this upcoming ladder, this might be a drastic change. But what if we can now slam ethereal items? Why the fuck can't you slam ethereal items? I think that would be a great implementation for Path of Diablo going forward. Because we all know the endgame builds. Everyone's going to wear a Breath of the Dying, which isn't that hard to attain. Zod rune isn't very valuable anymore. Because ethereal items aren't very valuable anymore. Because instead of getting like an Eth V-Gaze or something on your Merc, you just want a plain one and up it and get 3 sockets, and the list goes on. Zod runes just aren't valuable anymore like they used to be. But here's a few reasons as to why I think we should be able to slam ethereal items. I think it's going to make the items more difficult to attain in the long run. Because not only are you going to want to have a HELLSLAYER, but you're going to want to have a 60s HELLSLAYER, and you're going to want it to be ethereal. So you have like 3 tiers to go up on that shit, man. It's not just like it is right now, where all you have to do is find a Zod rune and trade for an Eth Warpike, or vice versa. And all of a sudden you have yourself the best whirlwind item in the game. Now, I think Breath of the Dying will still have its purposes, but it's just not going to be the end-all item. You know what I mean? If you have an Eth HELLSLAYER with 6 ohms in that shit, 5 ohms in a Zod, or 4 ohms, a Zod in a Jaw for ignores target's defense, that would be the shit. The same could be said about Messerschmitt's Reaver, which I threw that to a mule. Now the problem is, you do have some GG items that are indestructible, therefore they never roll ethereal. I don't know if that's too much to ask, but wouldn't it be toad if this shit could roll Eth? You get an Eth Grandfather that's indestructible, you could slam that shit and put 6 ohms in it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that I think would be epic. But let me know in the comment section below if you guys want this to be considered for the upcoming season in Path of Diablo. There haven't been any talk of it other than here. Or I haven't heard anyone else say shit about it, but I just think it would be a great way to go. So comment below your thoughts on it. So I have some goodies right here that I'm going to identify. Most of these have been found in Hell. And I actually have a unique ring right here. So here's mobs. So not much varies with that, if anything. But yeah, really looking forward to seeing that unique ring. I haven't found a Toadish unique ring yet this season. I found like a Ravenfrost. Shit, I don't know if I even found a Ravenfrost. So this is all bullshit so far. But that's fine. Oh yeah, I found this. I found a T-Gods. Maybe I'll slam that in a minute. So just a bunch of bullshit. Shit! Okay, so I gotta carry on wind. But yeah, my boy Conway has been running the Trav like cray. He was doing that before anyway, but yeah, Conway has been playing hardcore. And it's cray-cray. Because I'm about to start playing hardcore, methinks. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see me play hardcore. Alright? He's made a freaking Chains of Honor. And he respects his characters. He didn't give... Because he made a Chains of Honor for his druid. And he respects that druid, so he actually made another one for his paladin. This isn't hardcore, mind you. That's fucking Toad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think he had some luck, because he found some Toadish gear, but he's been busting an ass to some extent. And it's been paying off, man. I haven't found a high rune in ages, but I mean, sometimes that's just the way it goes. But yeah, he has a new paladin wearing Vamp Gaze, man, with 19% damage reduction. That's the shit. He's using Zeal, Fanaticism, and that one thing where you click on the enemy and you teleport to him and you slash them. It's a new skill for Path of Diablo. I can't remember what it's called. But he's using that as well. I'm not stealing shit right now. I'm not stealing any life. Except for the little bit off this helm. So I'm going to put this on for some mana leech. But yeah, he's going to go back in there. Alright, he's going to go back in there. So this is a bit of a challenge. Killing these motherfuckers. But yeah, Conway, he's been made another Chains of Honor for his paladin. I respect that. He didn't just hand the gear down from his druid, you know what I mean? That's the way to go. That's the way I like to go. But been using that one dashing strike skill, I think is what it's called. Yeah, I think that's it. He's been using that. And that sounds fun, man. I'm kind of thinking about making either a druid. I'll follow in his footsteps. Hopefully I won't be dead as fuck by level 50. Either going to go that route, or I'll make a paladin like what he has going on. Because I haven't had a Zeal paladin in ages. Holy shit. It's all choppy for some reason. But yeah, as you guys can see, here's HELLSLAYER. Kind of a piece of shit. I'm going to slam that motherfucker. Just give me a minute. In fact, I'm going to slam this first. Damn! I don't think it did anything. Here, fuck it. I'm just going to slam it right now. I don't give a fuck. I was about to show it off a little bit more. Shit! Alright, so it went bye-bye. Yeah, went bye-bye. Now I'll put on Breath of the Dying, and I'll show you just how Toad this is compared to it. It's far better. Yeah. Breath of the Dying, see, that's the problem. You know, it's just... not shit competes with it for the most part. So I think it would be epic if we could slam ethereal items. Could get a HELLSLAYER and slam that. And the Searchment's Reaver and slam that. Head Striker, up it, slam it. 4 sockets. Max Deadly Strike. You know what I mean? Ton of max damage per character level. Here's my damage now. Quite a bit higher. Not to a crazy extreme, but it's higher. It's higher, alright? But yeah, imagine that, man. A Head Striker. A Death Cleaver. You know, you could slam that. And the thing is, still, if they implement that, you know, physical builds aren't going to be OP. You know, they're kind of taking a backseat as always to an extent. You know, you got your barbarians who use a BOTD Warpike who can do like 11 or 12k damage. But even with that, you know, how do they really compare to a GG multi-shot Boson? You know, or a Blades of Ice Assassin, you know, in terms of kill speed we're talking. So I don't think it would be, you know, game breaking. I mean, you're just going to be a little bit more versatile with your weapon choice as a melee character. But yeah, imagine a Death Cleaver with a Zod rune, a Jaw rune, and a bunch of Ohms. You know, shit like that would be Toad. So yeah, I think we should be able to slam Eth items. I mean, let me know if y'all got a problem with that in the comments below. And thank you guys for supporting me as you have. So yeah, I got some things to consider. I'm going to try another GG weapon with this barb. I'm going to trade for another Hellslayer. Honestly, I want to get a 60s one and experiment. You know, and make videos on that. So, and I'm down for taking handouts if you guys want to help me out with that. But I got plenty of handouts, honestly. I just got to trade them. But I've been looking on the site, and I haven't been seeing anyone listing a 6-socketed Hellslayer. Alright, I don't think there's even a 5-socketed one right now. And I've seen a few 6-socketed grandfathers, but these guys haven't been on in like a week. You know, I messaged like everyone who's trying to sell the fucking thing. And nobody's been getting back at me. But yeah, that's my intent, alright? I'm going to get a 5-socketed, 6-socketed grandfather Hellslayer, Searchman's Reaver, whatever. Steel Pillar would be towed. You know, just try all these items and show them off. Alright, it's kind of what I want to do. For reference, you know what I mean? For maybe next season, if you want to strive to have a ton of style points, you know, maybe we could see how well a 6-socketed Hellslayer does. And maybe that'd be something to use instead of BOTD. But again, if you can slam the F ones, that would be especially GG, because we know that that's at least going to be comparable to a BOTD if you know, put Totus shit in it. But yeah, I'll be back, alright? So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you to my patrons for supporting me as you have. Appreciate you guys for supporting the Iceman. If you want to become a patron, click the link in the description below. So I'll talk to you all soon. Peace be with you.